I'm Greg Jarrett. You are in the strategy room. Voters in New Hampshire casting their votes today in the first in the nation primary. On the Democratic side, Bernie Sanders with a lead over rival Hillary Clinton. Taking a look at the latest Real Clear Politics poll average, Sanders ahead at 53.5%, Clinton with 40.5%. So, is Sanders a shoo-in to win the Granite State, and how does this bode for the rest of the race? Joining me now to weigh in are political strategists David Mercer, Brad Blakeman. Gentlemen, good to see you. David, let me start with you. As a Vermont senator, of course, Sanders has an advantage in New Hampshire geographically, and, you know, voters tend to kind of like their neighbors. Is this his state to win?
Well, I think it is, as been said before, is a state made for him, coming out of Iowa and losing that by a hair. It could be considered a favorite son state, being the proximity to Vermont. That said, I think what is really going to come down to is what's the margin between the two, both Secretary Clinton and Senator Sanders. And I think we're going to see a closing of it from what the polls have been showing. The question I look for to answer is Hillary Clinton going to be in the 40s in the vote, which is what she got in 2008. I think then going into Nevada and South Carolina, we're going to see the complexion of the campaign or the election change. But I think we're looking at margin here as to how much the spread is. And with independents being a large makeup of the electorate, I think they're going to flock more to the Republican side, where there's a more contested primary than in the Democratic side. Mm-hmm. That will lower, I think, Sanders' vote get as well.
All right. Brad, Clinton narrowly won in Iowa. If she loses big time, or, you know, substantially in New Hampshire, what, if anything, does that mean going forward?
Well, the coronation isn't going as planned, that's for sure. The question is, how badly will she lose? And if she loses big, Bernie's going to have the momentum going into South Carolina and Nevada and elsewhere, something that is going to really hurt Hillary, because the Democrats are counting on that firewall of the South to prevent Bernie from going any further than he's gotten already. And people go with a winner. They like winning. And I think if Bernie Sanders comes and really devastates Hillary, Hillary's going to have a shakeup in her staff for sure. There's going to be a regrouping. And I think Bernie Sanders, the money's going to start pouring in, the crowds are going to get bigger in the South, and he's going to really show that he is a contender to Hillary Clinton. And by the way, Hillary got some bad news yesterday when the FBI came out and said they are looking at her server. So not very good news leading up to today. And tomorrow, I think, is going to be a good day for Bernie.
You know, David, when the New York Times endorsed Hillary Clinton, their first argument was you should vote for her because she's a woman. Today, the Los Angeles Times endorsed Hillary Clinton. They made the same argument. You should vote for her because she has the XX chromosome. But as my youngest daughter said, what difference does that make? And she meant that quite genuinely. She doesn't understand why there should be a gender preference. So is this argument, the same one Madeleine Albright made yesterday, is it irrelevant? Might it even backfire?
Well, two things. One, I don't think it's irrelevant because she would be the first nominee of either party, and she would be, if she won the presidency, the first woman president.
But that's young people don't seem to care about that.
But if I might finish, it's not the only exclusive reason for which to vote for Hillary Clinton. It is one of those reasons, just like it was one of the reasons for voting for Barack Obama, being the first African-American president. But I don't think people will be voting at the exclusion or for the exclusion of one gender or race. That said, I think it is because of her tradition of serving in the Democratic Party, what she's contributed, the issues that she's putting forth, and how to address and present solutions to the challenges that face the American public, for which they will vote for either for Hillary Clinton and or whoever else they might vote for. Yeah. But that said, I don't think it's the only end-all, be-all reason that you vote for Hillary Clinton.
You know, there are a lot of people, Brad, who say, wait a minute, we're voting on a chromosome here? I mean, really? Haven't we gotten beyond that? What do you say?
I say pandering is not very pretty, and especially the young people, they get it. They want a woman, as our country would love to see a woman as president, but not necessarily this woman. And Madeleine Albright's comment can tell you exactly what's wrong with the Hillary campaign, that there's something wrong with women who will not vote for Hillary because she's a woman. You have to earn a vote. And a vote is not based on sex, it's based on your ability to perform, no matter who you are. So I think it's going to backfire big time on Hillary, and it's not the right approach you want, especially for young people. And I happen to believe older women are not going to buy it either.
Well, I happen to think young people are a lot smarter than me.
Yep.
Brad and David, thanks. Good to
Me
see
too.
you both. You can check out foxnews.com for complete coverage of the 2016 presidential race. I'm Greg Jarrett. Thanks for watching.